Hi everyone, it's Jenny with Joey and Jenny's Little Yellow House. You can always find us on YouTube and Instagram at Joey143Jenny, and you can find us on Facebook at Joey and Jenny's Little Yellow House. I'm back with my manila folder, what am I calling this? My manila folder, and I'm making a journal out of it. I'm going to put the signature right down the middle. Portfolio, that's what I'm trying to say. So we took a manila folder, we folded it into quarters, just shy of quarters, so that we had a little bit of flexibility. Then what I did was I took another manila folder and cut it, and to make these little flaps here, and I already glued that. I haven't attached them because I want to sew around them. So I've done that. I've also, and on this one, it's a little rough, but on this one it didn't have a tab. I just used a piece of, from another manila folder. Just used a strip from that. And so then I just used this to trace on the back, so that I could have like a little tab as well. And then I just rounded the corners. So that's what I've done there. And you could do that with cardstock, you know, if you're making one out of cardstock. So I've got those. I'll set those aside. So what I need to do today is cover front and back. I don't know how much time I'm going to have today because I'll tell you about that in a minute. But I've also gathered a few things that I want to put in the signature as well. So an envelope, and I'm just going to fold that. Get my bone folder here. So I have an envelope. I have a doily. It's kind of a cream colored, pretty doily. So I know I want to put those in. And then I have some coffee dyed paper and different kinds of paper, different thicknesses, different colors. So that's fun. These will go, some will go in singly by themselves, and then some I'm going to kind of beef up these pages by sewing them together. So I'll sew them as the back. So I have these pages. I have cut down the ones that had the margin, and then these are the ones that are left over. So we'll get to that later because I'll probably go ahead and sew these together off camera, just so, you know, I don't have an entire video of just sewing. So, so I'll set those aside. But I thought, you know, I had printed pages. Some were size to fit, and then some were full page, and so I thought I would use those to collage or to just actually glue on to this portfolio. It'll be somewhat collaged if I decide to go all the way up. Otherwise, I did cut out the washi, the faux washi that was in there, so some of that can also be a border too. So I did that, and I cut out the I did the fussy cutting. And one way that I figured out is a good way when you're like doing a project that you have a lot of elements to kind of help keep them ready at hand and stuff, is I had this old, I mean, I don't even know how long I've had this thing. I bought it years and years ago. It's a desk organizer. So I don't know if you can see that. It's a desk organizer. And then I just keep what I've cut in that for this project. And then, so even back here, I have Roxy's blues that I'll be using. And then when I'm not using these, they'll go back in there too. Anyways, the store that I got that it's been closed for years now. So I don't know, but I know you can still get those types of things. They don't have to be fancy. I see them at garage sales all the time, the metally mesh ones, you know, because people in their office aren't doing as much with paper as they used to. So the other thing that I wanted to do is, let me grab this book. I don't know if you remember me telling you that I had this gigantic floral book and that I couldn't find it. Well, yesterday I found it. It had fallen behind my shelving. So I don't even know if I can open it with the camera here, but let me see if I can do it. But I thought if I could find like a picture that had, isn't it beautiful? I mean, I got this for next to nothing at a sale. I mean, I know me, and I wouldn't have paid much. I'll tell you that. Like, I would not have paid more than $3 for it. But look how beautiful that is. So let's see how far that would go. I need to take out the signature of this because that will help things. So we could definitely get the back, the full, you know, kind of what you see. Be like that. So we could definitely do that. That would be very pretty, I think. Very pretty. So I can cut that down. And then we would just do something on inside here. But let's see if we can find something that would kind of go with this. It's so pretty. Yellow roses. Gorgeous. What's the name of this book? Redulce Roses. Copyright. I don't see a date. I don't see a date. But anyways, yeah, if you get a chance to find one, it's a great book. So it has, and I've made covers out of these before. Look at that. I mean, you could frame these. Aren't they gorgeous? So what I'm looking for is maybe one that has a full page that I could divide into two. That's kind of the yellows. Let's see here. So we would use half on that page. And that page may work. So let's put a little marker here. Okay, so it's an exciting day. My granddaughter texted me last night and asked me if I would take her to go get her driver's permit. Of course, I'm like, yes. Oof, I'm so excited. I can't always stand it. So I called her today to just see what the plan was, and she said, well, Grammy, I'm gonna have, it's so cute. So these kids are so much grown up than I ever was at this age. I don't know, but she said, well, I'm gonna have coffee with a friend, and then if you wouldn't mind, then we can go. And I'm like, yeah, of course. So that's also very pretty. Also very pretty. Okay, let me look and see. Where's that marker at? Let's see which one. I think I'm going to go with this one. I think I'm going to go with this one because it won't take away too much from everything else. You know what I mean? And it's still very pretty. All right, so we have that. Get this book out of the way. Huge. Okay. All right. So then this, I'm going, okay, so let's see. It's going to fold this way. Is that right? Yeah. Where's my top? Nope, it goes this way. Remember I put an arrow here? Okay. So this is going to be here. Okay, bear with me while I situate. Okay. All right, so let's cut down. Let's tear down this side. so that we can see what we have. I think I'm going to tear that off at the bottom and keep that. That's a nice border. It's a very thick paper, so sewing will be very helpful. Sewing it to this because the glue, you know, could buckle. Okay. Right. Holding my breath. Okay, so that will go there. All right. And this, or maybe we'll do them the opposite so that when they're together, let's see. Yeah, no, that's right. So when they're together, it kind of forms one picture. That. Okay. Nope. Okay. And I'm doing it this way versus just, you know, making them both the same because you just never know how off I am on my measurements and my tearing and stuff. You can see I'm a little bit off here. It's a little crooked, but once I get it torn, the picture will be right. Come on. There we go. Hope that works. All right, where's our top again? Okay, so then this is going to go here. Okay, and this is going to go here. I think I'm going to drop that down a little bit. Okay. Let's glue it. I'm going to glue it and then I'm going to cut it because where's my glue gun thing? Okay, I'll put this back here. I'm going to glue it and then cut it because I don't trust my detailing. And I'm going to use, uh-oh, my pin fell out. There we go. Use my art glitter glue here. Just going almost to the edge because I am going to sew this. Okay. Anyways, yeah, I'm super excited for my granddaughter. I know she's going to do fantastic. She already has her boater's license. They spend a lot of time out on the boat. Okay. All right, so that one, a little bit over this way. Yeah, so, okay. What's happening? So this one, so I did get it a little off, but with the washi we'll be fine. Put a border around that because I want to use the washi to kind of connect the two together so it looks, you know, really cohesive. So I am a little shy there, but that's all right. And a little shy here. Okay. It adhered really well. So I'm happy about that. So this is day 1 of no rain. I need to go back and look how many days it's rained. You would not believe our yard and the plants. If today continues to be sunny and not overcast, oh my gosh, I cannot wait to see what happens with our flowers. The greenery is super lush. So like the greenery around all of my flowers and my flower bed have just gone nuts. So I'm hoping that, uh-oh, that's going to cut that off a little bit. Oh, I didn't plan that. See how this is going to cut that flower off a little. Not too much. Oh, good. Okay, I was afraid that was going to cut too much off. Anyways, so the greenery is so lush. It's just been raining for so long, you know. Okay, so we've got that, and I'll cut that in a little bit. Oh, I think that would fit that way too. Where would I cut it? Here. Right there. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put this here and here. Let's see. We'll get as much of that as we can. Take my pencil. I'm just going to draw a line here to see. Try to cut that off. Okay. And let's get this guy out. I love that this has that little guide right down the middle because as you can see, I don't have a straight edge to line it with. So I'm just going by my pencil mark. Now, once I get this, I think it'll be easier to do the sides. We'll see. Piling and piling. Okay, so there's that. Top and bottom. Okay. Just do the sides here. Okay. There's not a lot of action on the sides on this picture, so that should be good. Hoping to get a lot done today, and maybe this is going to be kind of a short video, but because I want to be ready for my granddaughter, but maybe I'll do another video if I get time, if I get things sewn and such. Okay, so that is going to go like that. And I want to measure so it doesn't look like this is... So this is where I think I went wrong somehow with my measuring. So, okay. I'm going to try to fold it before I put it on because, I don't know, I just feel like it's a little bit easier to glue or, you know, make that nice bend. With the glue on, you know, you're not fiddling with that too. So let's see. A little off. Well, you might be fiddling with it either way. We'll see. All right, well, let's just get it glued down. At least we have a little bit of a bend to help us with that as it goes around the corner. I'm excited about this one because, like I said, I haven't made one in a long time. And they're fun. Okay. Forgot which one's top. Top. Okay. The Art Glitter Glue is a really quick, if you haven't used it, it's a quick adhesive. Has like just a smidge of time for you to work with. Okay. I'm also going to use fabric in this journal. Although the front is yellow, I don't know that I have a lot of yellow vintage fabric. And I'm not making a yellow journal per se. But I do like these yellow roses. They're very pretty. So the fabric choices that I make may not be, you know, yellow. I'll put it that way. Okay. Now, let's cut this. This one I'm actually having to move my scissors because instead of moving the paper to make that contour, because this thing's just too big to move around. Move it this way a little bit. Didn't get that one quite close enough. Yeah, all right, and then I'm going to trim that off a little bit too. I like these Tim Holtz scissors for this purpose because they have, I think I've mentioned before, they have these little grippers on them. I don't know if you can see it or not. But the blades have little grippers on them. And so it helps to not push your paper as you're cutting. I don't know if you've ever had that issue before, but particularly if you're cutting something with detail or something very, very small. Okay, this one I'm going to have to come at it the other direction, I think. I'm just cleaning this up a little bit, so when I put washi around, it's not going to be too difficult. I can get the right angle here. And I put it against it, and then I tilt out just slightly so that the blades rest against the paper. So I tilt it. So instead of being like that, I tilt it out like that while I'm cutting. It's pretty close. This little smidge here might... Alright, let's see. Did I do it right? Yeah. Top. This is the top. Okay. Let's get a bone folder again and go over that real quick. Lots of white paper scraps. Probably won't use them, but I am going to save that one. This one that has the type of flower on it. Maybe we'll use that later. Bone folder. I don't know what I did with the one I got out, so let's get a different one. We'll try to keep this just as slim as possible because it's going to get pretty bulky, you know. Okay. All right, so there's that. Now let's do the inside, and then we'll be on to the next step. So we're going to use... Gotta find the right ones. I think these were the ones we were going to use. Yeah. Could almost just cut these right down the center almost. Let's see what this one looks like. Yeah. Even a little shy of center. Okay, so so 4 1/4, 8.5 by 11 is 4 1/4, and this is probably like 4 and just about 4 inches. So let's do that for that side. Okay. And then that fits just perfectly there. Okay, so let's see. What is this one? Is it this? I tried to get them the same, but like I said, there's off. Like this is 4 3/8, and this is 4 3/4. So let's get one that has a full page. It's pretty. It's not super colorful, but no, maybe we'll save that one. I don't want to use the one with the birds, the little blue birds. I don't know. They're just too cartoony for me. Okay, so this one was just going slightly on the other side of the fold. little fold there. Okay. I don't know quite what's wrong with my cutter. I guess I need a new blade. However, this blade is not that old. So, all right, so I'm going to just glue these down and, yeah. And I didn't want to put one full page. So I was probably thinking, why didn't you just put one full page? Because I want to be able to use some washi there without making it too bulky. And also, I wanted to kind of stay clear of too much bulk on the seam there too. So, okay, so let's see. I think these could be put down because they're just copy paper. I think they could be put down with just Uhu or your glue stick. And you know, I have had really good success with that Elmer's permanent glue. So, you know, if you use that, it's good too. Okay, now I just want to leave a little bit of a margin up at the top and at the bottom to put the washi. Okay. I'm just using this little smoother that I got at the Dollar Tree. Really helps and comes in handy. But if you don't have one, you can use an old gift card or something like that. Okay, oops, I glued it to the table. Okay. Get a paper towel. Wipe some of that off. All right. And this goes with that one. Okay, keep them straight. It's only in the 70s today. I just can't even believe it. You know, it's been in the 90s, but we've been very fortunate. We've had heat index in like 105 and 108, but we haven't hit those high numbers as an actual temperature, so we've been very fortunate with that. But today, it's only going to be in the 70s if the weather forecast is correct. So it would be a really good day for a walk. Okay. All right. I like it. All right, so as soon as I get these done, that's probably going to be it for this video because I think my granddaughter is going to be calling soon. And then the excitement will happen with getting her license permit, driver's permit, I guess they call it. Can't believe it. You know, when you think about times that you remember as a kid, and then you think about your grandchildren going through them, I don't know, there's just something so surreal about it, you know? It's exciting. It's not, you know, age depressive or anything like that. I'm not depressed about that at all. I'm just so excited. It's just like, oh, these are the times that, you know, there's certain things that you just always remember. And this will be a time to remember. I remember my sister Shelley and I went to get our license together. We were, as they call, bosom buddies. We did a lot together, that is for sure. Okay. Now this one seems like it's not gonna go all the way. What do I prefer? Well, it's stuck, so let's go this way. I was thinking, which do I prefer, to have more on the edge or more towards the middle? And I thought maybe more towards the middle, so the washi could be shorter. But I think now that I'm saying it out loud, I think this is probably the better of it. Okay. All right, let's put that away so I don't get anything gluey. Okay, so we have these done. I'll cut that out. It's still a little tacky. And we have our cover started. Everything's a start until you're, everything's a start or in process until you're done, because you know, you just keep on and keep adding and stuff. But I like how it's looking. Now remember, we'll have our digital right here. So we need to figure out what we want for the front of our digital, which will be super fun. I like it. Oh, and then what did I do with the flip outs? Where are they? Here they are. So that'll be there. And then this one's going to be here. So it's going to look really sweet. Okay, awesome. Well, thanks everybody for hanging with me and working on getting this cover and the inside started, and we'll just keep working on it. I'm really excited to see how it evolves. I hope you're doing it along with me, and I'd love to see, if you want to go to our Facebook page, I'd love to see how you're progressing and what you're working on and pages that you've chosen. So just want to remind you, we pray blessings over each of you, and you're so loved. All right, we'll see you in the next video. Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.